Okay, so hey guys, it's Monty, and I'm back with an update. I know we're supposed to be waiting on the first day of my next menses, but on my cycle day one. But I decided to use the time between that time to update you guys and really formally introduce you all to myself and my husband. So of course I just dropped him off at the metro so he can go downtown to work. But okay, I'm Monica and he's Nathan. We met about a year ago, and we got engaged in February, and we got married in August. So we got married in August of 2019 in Vegas. Turn the music down a little bit more. So yeah, we got married 6 months after we got engaged. But when we met, he had a daughter and a son, and I had custody of my goddaughter. So when we met, we already had 3 kids. Our blended family works well. We don't have any issues with that. And yes, we're trying to expand our family. We only want one more child. We both work, and we work in DC. So that's why I drive him to work, and he doesn't park downtown. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with DC, but it's just a lot parking downtown. So I don't drive him to work. I drive him to the metro. He takes the metro in, and I park in my garage at work when I go to work, and he works nice. So yeah, so my brat, she's 16, and I haven't had her all her life, so I had to make a major adjustment when she moved in with me, and trying to become, a single mom, because I was a single mom at the time, and his daughter was off in college, and his son is in middle school. So I spent a ton of time with his son. I love him so much. I love his daughter, although we don't get to spend much time together. But if I love him, his children are an extension of him, and anyone that has gotten into a relationship or married someone with children, I hope would understand that. We don't have any issues. Both of his children are by the same mom. I don't have any issues with her. So yeah, that is a little of our background. I told you before, I'm 36 and he's 40. No, I've never birthed a child, and I've never really been this serious. Well, I've never been married before. Neither of us have ever been married before. We've both been engaged before. So I've never been this serious about trying to have a child. So I didn't even know that we would have conception issues. Because of a couple of little health issues he had, when we realized, hey, we're not getting pregnant, we both went to the doctor to basically say, hey, what are we doing wrong, or what could be the issue? So that's how we got to where we are today. Before I met Nathan, I lived a very, very, very different life. Ooh, the camera stand flipped up because I had to hit the brakes. So I was considered a biker chick. I do ride a motorcycle. I've been riding since I was about 24 years old, 23 or 24 years old, I don't remember. But so the next longest relationship I've ever been in outside of Nathan, he was a motorcyclist as well. So me having a motorcycle was never an issue. It's not an issue with Nathan now. But I went from being a single, no relationship, no child having person, to being a stepmother and, you know, a full-time guardian of a child. And I love it. I love it. The transition was not difficult. It was a learning curve for me because I was used to things being a certain way and living alone and all that stuff. But I love it. I don't I wouldn't trade it for the world. The only thing I would do different is to not be struggling to, you know, have our new baby. I helped my mom with my younger sister growing up. I've been around nieces, nephews, all of my friends' children. So I am, I kind of knew what to expect with starting a family. And like I said, the most difficult thing is just trying to make the new baby. Everyone that knows me and has known me for a long time asks me, like, how do you feel you don't just come and go as you please anymore? And, you know, you have all this responsibility. And I'm like, so when people say I can't do what I want to do anymore, no, this is actually what I want to do. So I am doing what I want to do. It's not difficult. I don't second guess it. I don't struggle with it. This is what I want to do, and this is what I'm doing. I think we all need to grow, and I shouldn't be doing at 36 what I was doing at 26. So I appreciate God for enabling me to even be in this situation. So I think it's all good things. Let me see, what else can I tell you about me? I don't think I have anything else to share. I don't know. If anybody has a question, feel free to comment below and tell me, or ask me whatever question it is. I'll share it. I'm pretty much an open book. I shared with you guys earlier this week that all the medicine came in, but all of it did not come in. I was missing the HCG shot. So what I did, because I thought, you know, God always presents things to you. So I said, at first I was like, oh babe, we're good, you know, no worries, let's just look for some blood. Then something told me to scan the packing slip and ask my nurse, like, hey, this is what I got, is it everything? So I did, and she came back and said, no, you're missing HCG. So I called, I think it's Caremark or Caremax or something like that. But I called them and I ordered the HCG, so it'll be here in a couple of days. Now I should be 100% ready to wait for cycle day 1. What else did I want to share? I don't think I have anything else to share with you guys. My favorite color is purple. I'm a huge football fan, and I love all of DC except the Redskins. So I'm not a Redskins fan. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, as you can see. But yeah, I love sports in general. I might be considered a like girly tomboy. I don't know. I love sports in general, but I also love makeup and hair and heels. But I just love sports. So favorite color is purple. It's just a coincidence that my favorite football team is purple as well, and they're here in Maryland. I am from DC. I was born and raised in DC. I still work in DC, so I go to DC every day. But I live in a southern part of PG County. That's it. I look forward to, I got a couple of new subscribers this week, so I'm so happy about that. So like, share, comment, subscribe, send my video out, everyone. You know I'm new to YouTube, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But I am open to learn and share this experience. And I was like, well, I'm telling them the most intimate details about myself, but I didn't even share general information. So that's what tonight's video was about. It was just, letting you guys get to know me, and who I am. Nathan again is at work. He'll be on a video one day soon. I love him so much. I honestly, before I met Nathan, I never even thought that I would fall in love again. And even with my ex-fiance, I wasn't in love. And he knew it, and it wasn't a big deal. Because I thought, I feel like everyone has that one true love in their life. And I thought I had met and broken up with my one true love. And then when I thought that I would just be single forever, and especially a single mom, the Lord blessed me with Nathan, and he is amazing. We work each other's nerves. When I tell you we work each other's nerves, we definitely work each other's nerves, but we bring the worst and the best out of one another, and we both learn from each other, and we are, in my opinion, we're amazing together. I never would have thought I felt like that about someone again in my life. So that is it. Because we're so excited about having a baby, and again, our youngest two are 13 and 16, and his daughter is 19. So because we're so excited, like, we've picked names. I know what I want the nursery to look like. Like, that is where I am with this situation. And I'm gonna have faith that God said he has made it possible for us to be able to afford IVF, for us to be able to do IVF, have the flexibility in our schedules, and have the proper doctors around that are some of the best ones in the country. Like, I feel like God set us up for this to ensure that we're going to be able to have this baby. So I picked a nickname for the baby until it's actually a baby, just based off watching videos and YouTube blogs and all this stuff. So I did pick a nickname for the embryo. I'm not going to share it until he actually exists. Oh, someone did ask me some questions. So one of the questions was, am I going to do the genetic testing, and am I going to choose whether it's a boy or a girl, and whether we're going to implant more than one embryo? No, we're only going to implant one. We're only going to transfer one embryo and hope it implants. No, we're not going to do the genetic testing. And the only reason we're not going to do the genetic testing is I don't want us to start playing God. And I love my husband for who he is. He loves me for who I am. If we tested each other and said, oh no, you're more prone to this and I'm more prone to that, had we not been having fertility issues, we would not know that about each other. So I'm not going to care about it now. Then they were saying that we could do it on the actual embryo. Again, if we were not having fertility issues, I would not have known that something may or may not be wrong with the baby. If God decides, now I pray that he doesn't, but if God says you guys are strong enough to have a child with Down syndrome, I'm sorry guys, I'm backing into the garage. If God says, I've decided that you guys are strong enough and you're going to raise a child with Down syndrome, but we did a testing and decided we don't want to keep the baby, or we don't choose to use that specific embryo because it is more prone, or it's testing genetically for something like Down syndrome or autism, who's to say God isn't going to say that ain't the baby I wanted you to have and take that baby away from us? So I don't want to do that. I want to, although we're using IVF, I would love to make this as natural as possible. So no, we're not pre-screening ourselves. We're not testing the embryo. And no, we're not picking the sex. The reason we're not picking the sex is because I would like a baby boy. He would like a baby girl. There's no, I don't want twins. So there's no way to compromise. We're just gonna have whatever God blesses us with, and that's just it. What else? So that was a couple of questions that we had. No, we did not use anything like Clomid and try that way. We had so many issues, and I had to have so many procedures. We decided to go ahead and do IVF once all of those procedures were done, just to try to hopefully give us a better shot at this first time around. Like I told you before, it's heartbreaking every time I get a cycle. So I haven't even taken a pregnancy test since maybe soon after our engagement, maybe March or April. So, and this is October now. So I just haven't. It was stressful, and I didn't know what to do. And it was stressing me out. Me being stressed out was stressing him out. It was just a mess, and I was like, let's just enjoy us. So that's what we've been trying to do. We've talked to our children about the fact that we want to have kids, and they're all for it. So far, so good with that. I don't know if the baby boy he's 13, but he is still a baby. Like, he lays on the couch with me and we watch movies together. So I don't know if he will feel differently when something or someone else is getting some attention from me. Like I said, his dad works nights, so it doesn't really affect my time I get with him. So I don't know how that would affect him. My daughter is really excited about it. She's just like, okay, like, when do we start designing a nursery? So she's happy about that. I don't think I have anything else to talk about tonight, but I didn't want you guys to have to wait like 10 more days for an update. I wanted to try to give it to you between then. And if anything comes up or anything changes between now and cycle day 1, I will still come back, because I need to make more videos and get to know you guys and build my circle and my family and my support system, because I just want us to be there for one another and support one another. So I will be coming back with another update. My sister's bachelorette party is in Atlanta, Columbus Day weekend. So maybe I'll do a blog and upload it from there on us just having a good time. And hopefully this is my last hurrah before I am pregnant and partying and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the plan. So this weekend, today is Friday night. So tomorrow we're supposed to go to a day party, and we're just trying to live as normal as possible and stop thinking about like making every moment of every day about the baby. But to be honest, that's all I can think about. I can't focus on anything else. Everything I do now is, well, what if the baby this, or what if the baby that? I had to schedule my travel for work for the next year, and I was just basically like, oh, well, I can't schedule anything right now because I don't know where I'll be with the baby, and I don't know if I'll be due or still going through the process. I don't know. So it can seem overwhelming to some, but to me, I'm just happy. I'm happy that I'm even at a point where I can start talking about that type of stuff and it be real. So that's how I feel today. I also have anxiety, so I could change in the drop of a hat if something is stressing me out too much. But so far so good. It's all worth it. Every dollar spent. Oh, I don't know whose vlog I was watching today on YouTube, but it was a random video that came up, and they talked about a IVF like book where they could, a journal, an IVF journal. So I will be looking on Amazon for one tonight and ordering it, so I can start journaling stuff since it is pretty early. Again, hopefully this is a 1-cycle procedure, and it's successful. I don't have anything else to talk about. That is it. I think I feel pretty. I'm sorry, I'm trying to push this Amazon. I got one of those Echo card things, and I haven't been able to hook it up yet, but I've been trying to keep it up on the thing. So yeah, I think that's it. I'll again like, share, subscribe, comment. Please make this page active. I know someone out there needs to see this, because I saw so many videos that I needed to see that made me more confident and even helped me make my decision to go ahead and go to a fertility specialist. I feel like a lot of people, when they're having problems conceiving, they're embarrassed or just uneducated about it, and they don't know what to do, and they feel like there's nothing that they can do. So I would really like these videos to empower somebody and let them know what I'm going through, not just medically, but mentally, emotionally, and physically, to get to where I want to be, which is motherhood. So it was great talking to you guys tonight. It makes me feel good. Oh, and these videos actually make me feel good, because I feel like everything that's going through my mind, and I know sometimes my videos are a little scatterbrained, but it makes me feel like everything I was going through in my mind, I was able to get out and not be judged for it. And if I do get judged for it, I just get judged for it. But I'm open to comments and questions, and I feel like it's helping me. So hopefully it's helping someone else. So it was great talking to you guys tonight. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell, so every time I upload a video, you'll get notified. Other than that, have a great night.